Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at a serious powerhouse, the Smith Wesson M&P Performance Center M 2.0, and this is going to be in the 10mm variant. This is going to be the model 13915, and it's built for performance, power, and precision. We're going to break it down, give it a quick review, and walk through a basic field strip for you. Let's get into it. And here's everything that's going to be coming with it. Take a quick little review, spin it around so you guys can see. Comes with a very, very nice hardcover case for anything that you need for using at the range, transport, or however you're going to be utilizing it. In the box, we got 2 magazines. It's going to come with some additional hand grips, 3 different sizes that you can choose on. Got our small, medium, and large. In the box, it's going to come with your small grip, your medium grip, and your large grip. These are all interchangeable with the actual handle. That way, depending on the size of your hands, you can fit this to adjust to your needs. Now, moving on in the back. Underneath, we got some accessories for you guys as well. Parts, anything in case you ever want to change anything on your firearm. Pretty basic, gonna come with a cable lock. This way you can lock your firearm and keep it secure. Got some good Smith & Wesson stickers. Very nice that they include that for us. Other warnings, ways that you can actually register this. Ways you can register this with Smith & Wesson. And then just a little instruction manual for your actual firearm. Additionally, what will come with is 2 magazines. This is what our magazines are going to be looking like. Now moving on to the actual firearm. This is a full-size pistol chambered in 10mm auto with a 15-round capacity in your magazines plus 1 in the chamber. What you're looking at here is a 5.6-inch ported stainless steel barrel with a black amorite finish for durability and corrosion resistance. It also features an optic cut stainless steel slide, also finished in amorite, and front and rear serrations for a better grip. As a performance center model, it comes with enhanced features like a turned action, porting to help with muzzle flip, and upgrade sights. It has a flat face trigger for a consistent pull, and it breaks very cleanly. And of course, it has an aggressive grip texture, a Picatinny rail for accessories, and it's fully ambidextrous with slide stop and reversible mag releases. So going back into a couple of those features, we can see right here, this is going to be your Picatinny rail, so you can mount flashlights, lasers, whatever you feel like you need for whatever uses you're going to be using. Moving into it, we can see how it's ambidextrous, so this is going to be your magazine release button right here. So we can push that to release our second magazine that it comes with. However, on the flip side, it can be switched. Your magazine can be on this side for our left-handed shooters. Additionally, we're going to have an ambidextrous safety right here. Safety on, safety off is also going to be on this side for our left-handed shooters. It's going to be the same thing with our magazine. Additionally, we're going to have the slide lock right here, ambidextrous on both sides for our left-handed shooters. Simply, all you do is pull the magazine back and push up, and now your slide is locked to the rear, which allows us to see this 5.6-inch barrel with that ported muzzle for extra recoil control. To get the slide forward, pull back, hit this lever down, and it slides forward. How is this thing going to shoot? Honestly, it's going to be a beast. The ported barrel right here does a great job managing recoil, especially considering when we're using a heavy round like 10mm. The slide cycle is very clean, and our flat face trigger is very crisp with that tactile reset. Again, reviewing the grip texture here might be a little aggressive for some people, but if you're wearing gloves, tactical gloves, or need a positive grip in bad weather conditions, it is exactly what you want. You're not going to lose this. I know a lot of people are hunters out here, so if you're in those harsh environments when you're hunting out in the woods, snow, rain, sleet, whatever it may be, this grip is exactly what you're going to be wanting. Now, this being a full-size firearm, the weight and size help tame that 10mm round. Being that full size, you can firmly get a grip on it, and again, that ported barrel is going to help with our recoil. That being said, this makes it a great option for backcountry defense, hog hunting, or just some range fun with some serious power. You are definitely going to stand out with a 10mm. All right, let's go ahead and field strip this thing. As always, make sure it's unloaded. How we're going to do that is we're going to pick up our firearm. As we pull the slide to the rear, we're going to be moving the slide lock to the rear. So we move it and slide lock up. Now, to make sure it's clear, we need to look inside. As you can see, there's no round in the chamber. We already took our magazine magazine out. You can see my finger right there. You can see that there's no ammunition feeding into it. Now that we have the magazine removed and we've made sure our firearm is unloaded, this is what we're going to be doing. We're going to be rotating this takedown lever right here where I'm pointing down, just like so. This will allow the slide to come off of the frame. Now we're going to bring the slide forward. How we're going to be doing this is we're going to hold this backwards, and this slide lock we're going to move down. So we're going to hold it backwards, move the slide lock down. Now, having put our takedown lever down, what we're going to be doing is pulling the trigger. This is essential onto why we need to make sure that the firearm is unloaded, there's no magazine, and there's no ammunition anywhere near this firearm. We're going to pull the trigger. All right, so now that our takedown lever is down, this is what you need to do to take this actual slide off. What we're going to be doing is we're going to be pulling the slide back to the rear, moving our slide lock back down, and pulling the trigger at the exact same time. Again, this is why we need to make sure our firearm is clear of any ammunition. As we checked already, there's no ammunition in the firearm, there's no magazine, and there's no ammunition anywhere near this firearm. We're going to be holding the slide back, hitting the slide release down, and pulling the trigger. Like so. And then our slide simply comes off. Congrats, we did one step. Now we keep moving on to our slide portion. For our slide portion here, this is going to be our spring assembly right here. Simply all you do is push the spring and it comes right off. Right off just like that. And then simply all you do is from here, push the barrel up and take the barrel out. Here you can see our 5.6 inch barrel. Congratulations, you have field stripped your firearm. Obviously everything looks very clean and very easy to maintain, exactly what you're going to be expecting from the M&P line. Smith & Wesson is very known for having a clean firearm, easy to maintain, and even as we look in here, we can see how clean that is. As we have it disassembled, we can take a look at a couple of features that we have. Here we have these upgraded night sights. And you can see our Performance Center model in 10mm with our Smith & Wesson stamp. Again, I know I've mentioned a few times, but here's our ported barrel. Really helps with that recoil control, especially with the heavy round like a 10mm. Again, we have that 5.6 inch barrel chambered in 10mm, and then our recoil spring that helps when we're actually shooting the firearm. And this is going to be our main body housing with our trigger assembly. Alright, now we're reassembling the firearm so we can actually get it back to shooting capabilities. It's going to be the exact same, just in the reverse. So we take our slide, take our barrel, all we're going to do is feed it in and make sure it sits nice and pretty just how we had it. Now taking our recoil spring, we're going to be making sure that this little bolt face is facing towards the end of our barrel. So our steel plate right here is going to be in the middle of the firearm right here. So simply all we do is take that end, put it into the hole right here. And we can see how it's nice and loose right here. That is not what we want at all. So simply what you're gonna do is you're gonna push it down and make sure it's nice and firm right there. Next, we're gonna take our slide and we're gonna be taking our grip. And you can see how our grip has some edges to it right here and right here. That's what you're gonna wanna make sure feeds into our slide right here. We see our two slide points right there. Simply all we're going to do is take those two slide points, put it on those two little grooves I pointed out earlier, making sure it's nice and flush. Again, even on the back end right here, making sure it's fitting in those grooves, and all you're going to do is rack it. If you remember our first step, our little takedown lever right here, all we're going to do is make sure we rack it back to the rear, putting our slide lever back up, and rotate it forward. And all you got to do is bring it forward, and congratulations, you just field stripped your firearm and put it back together. So there you have it, the Smith & Wesson M&P 2.0 Performance Center in 10mm. It's powerful, reliable, and packed with features right out of the box. If you're in the market for a 10mm for defense, trail, or just raw fun at the range, this one is definitely worth a look. If you're interested in this firearm or any other firearms, please check out our website and we might be able to help you out, or just give us an email or a phone call. If you like this video, hit that thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments. What do you think about the 10mm M&P 2.0?